Module 3, Test Construction and Administration. Almost all psychological tests are constructed and standardized in a similar way. The only difference lies in the purpose of test and in the content. The construction of a test and its standardization are two different but related concepts. The test construction, the items. In the test construction, the items are chosen after the item analysis. Introduction to steps of test construction, planning, writing, meaning, and purpose of test analysis. Steps of test construction. For all psychological and educational test construction, the following steps are used: planning of the test, writing of the test, preliminary administration of the test, reliability, validity, preparation of norms, preparation of manual and reproduction of the test. Planning. First step in test construction, create manuals. Test constructor specifies the broad and specific objectives of the test in clear items such as method sampling, detailed arrangement for the preliminary administration and the final administration, etc. Planning. The first task of a test constructor is to produce the outline of the desired test, that is the plan of the test, or to create the manuals. The test constructor decides the nature of the content or items to be included, instructed such as the method of sampling, etc. Writing. Second step in test construction, preparation of the items. Item writing is essentially a creative art. There is no set rules to guide and guarantee writing of good items. It depends upon the writer's intuition, imagination, experience, practice, and ingenuity. Writing, it is a second step in test construction and it is a preparation of the items. It starts with a planning have already done earlier, and so it is essential in a creative writing. There is no rules to guide or follow any type of rules and regulations while the preparation of the test, and it depends on the writer's intuition, imagination, and so on. There are some essential prerequisites that must be followed for a good and appropriate items. Item writer must have a thorough knowledge. The item writer must be fully aware of those persons for whom the test is meant. The item writer must be familiar with different types of items along with their advantages and disadvantages. The item writer must have a large vocabulary. The items must be submitted to a group of subject experts. Item writer must have a thorough knowledge. That means he need a complete mastery of about that subject matter. He must be fully acquainted with all facts, principles, misconceptions, etc. The item writer must be fully aware of those persons for whom the test is made. That is, he must be aware of the intelligence level of those persons so that he can easily manipulate the difficulty level for proper adjustment with their ability level. Then the item writer must be familiar with different types of items along with their advantages and disadvantages. He must be aware of the different types of objective tests such as multiple choice, short answer item, etc. The item writer must have a large vocabulary. It means he must know the different meanings of a word so that confusion can be avoided in writing and to convey the meaning of the items. The item must be submitted to a group of subject experts. It means after writing down the item, they must be submitted to a group of subject experts for further modification and criticism and suggestions and for further modification. Preliminary administration. When the items have been written down and modified in the light of suggestions and criticism given by the experts, the test is ready for its experimental tryout. The main purpose of the experimental tryout of any psychological and education test is as given: finding out the major omissions, ambiguities, and inadequacies of the item, determining the validity of each individual item, determining the difficulty values of each item, determining a reasonable time limit, determining the appropriate length of the test, determine the intercorrelations of items. It means it helps out to identify the ambiguities and indeterminate terms, very difficult or very easy items, and so on. Also, it also helps in selecting items for the even and proper distribution of the item, and it also helps in determining the discriminatory power of the item, or it discriminates each individual item on the basis of its amount. And it have a proper time limit. It also helps in determinate the number of items to be included in the form. It also helps to determine the relations of each item, so we can avoid such overlapping, etc. Item analysis. It is also used as class-wide performance test. It is the second preliminary administration. It can be conducted around 100 sample. It is used to find out discriminating value, difficult value, distracted analysis. Item analysis is a process of examining class-wide performance or individual test items. There are three common types of item analysis: uh, discriminating value, difficult value, distracted analysis. Discriminating index: ability of item on the basis of which the discrimination is made between superior and inferior. Difficulty value: preparation of the percentage of the examinee. Distracted analysis: to examine the distractibility of the incorrect options. Discriminating index means it's a measure of an item's ability to discriminate between those who scored high on the total test and those who scored low. And next is difficulty index. When the teacher is producing or when the teacher produce a difficulty index for a test by calculating the proportion of the students those who learned the content and got the test correct, that is the larger the proportion, the more the students who have learned the content measured by the item. So that is difficulty index. The larger the proportion, the more the students have learned the content. And next is distracted analysis. That is, the teachers are often interested in examining the performance of individual distractors, like incorrect options on MCQ type questions. Then teachers can identify which distractors are working and appear attractive, who doesn't who do not know the answers. So that is distracted analysis. In these are the three type of item analysis. Reliability of the test. It is a self-correlation of the test. It indicates the consistency of scores. Samples should not be less than 100. Then validity of the test compares the test with some outside criteria. Cross-validation. Norms of the test. The average performance of a large sample meaningfully interpret the scores. Reliability of item analysis, or reliability of the test construction. The final test is again administered on a fresh sample in order to compute the reliability coefficient, and size of the sample for this purpose should not be less than 100. It is a self-correlation of the test, and also it indicates the consistency of scores in the test item. Validity of the test. It means the test constructor validates the test against some outside independent criteria by comparing the test with some outside independent criteria. It is compared with the test is compared with some outside independent criteria, and it is computed from the data obtained from the samples other than the item analysis, and this is known as cross validation. It is computed from the data obtained from the samples other than the item analysis. This is known as cross validation. Then norms of the test. The test constructor also prepares for norms of the test. It is the average performance of average performance or score of a large sample representative on a specified population. And norms are meaningfully interpret the scores obtained on the test. Preparation of manual and reproduction of the test. Test constructor reports the psychometric properties. Finally, it order for printing. Preparation of manual and reproduction of the test. The last step in test construction is the preparation of manual and reproduction of the test. In manual, the test constructor reports the psychometric properties of the test, norms, references, and so on. It gives a clear indication of test administration, instructions, scoring methods, etc. And after seeing the importance and requirement, finally it order for printing of the test and the manual. These are the 7 steps that is followed in step construction, and thank you.